I've moved around, lived in big cities, lived in small towns. The place I would most like to settle down is along the banks of the Wapsipinicon. Life moves kinda slow there, peaceful and calm. Time flows like a river, just ambling on, past the limestone quarries, forests and farms, all along the banks of the Wapsipinicon.
My name is Mel Andringa. I'm one of the directors here at Legion Arts. Legion Arts is the nonprofit that owns and operates CSPS Hall. And we've been here for 25 years. And fortunately for many of us, for quite a few of those years, Chrys Mitchell was a member of our team. He was everything from a performer to running the lights, sometimes doing the sound, getting up on a big ladder there and doing things. And he was a special person to us. And John Herbert, my co-director, who's out of town tonight, said, be sure to make sure that his feelings were represented as well, and that it was great that this event was happening, and in particular that it was happening here. We're happy to throw all of our resources at this event, and so we're glad that you're here, and we really do appreciate all the work that Chrys did for us, the role he played in our organization, and then, of course, all of you know what impact he had on your lives and other people's in the community and other places. Time like an ever-flowing stream bears all its sons away. They fly forgotten as a dream dies at the opening day. Thank you.
I'm Natalie Brown. I'm the founder of the Eastern Iowa Folk Club. We've been meeting in New Boat area and often CSPS for over 3 years now. And I've known Chrys for, gosh, I think I met him 15 years ago, probably through Kimberli at a women's showcase or some kind of music event, because he always supported musicians in the community. I think most of us know him through music or maybe his teaching. I think we all know his humor a little bit, so I think he would want us to enjoy tonight and just have a good time. And his son did say this is exactly what he would have wanted.
I'd just like to say I'd like to thank Natalie for inviting me to do this thing. And Chrys, you know, a lot of people know I had a music store for a lot of years, and especially in the Czech Village shop, Chrys would stop in, you know, 2-3 times a week, and the guy would just pick up a guitar and start playing me some new songs he was working on. He was just, I mean, he would just look at the guitar and grab it, and he would almost give a whole concert. And I didn't mind, you know. And sometimes I'd jam along, and I was like, wow, now that is great to see somebody so enthusiastic about music, and I'll just always treasure those memories. So we're going to do a couple things for Chrys now. I had a room in a palace and a room in a shack. I had the clothes in my suitcase and the clothes on my back. I was rambling, but I was rambling again. I'll be back someday now, baby, but I don't know when. I just keep on rolling down the open road, and where I'm headed to next, well, man, I just don't know, 'cause I'm rambling. Well, I'm rambling again. I get back home someday, yeah, but now I don't know when. Miles of mountains and the rivers to go. You know the trees in the sky, well, they're quite a show when you're rambling. When you're rambling again. I'll get back home someday, yeah, but now I don't know when. Those miles of mountain and rivers to go. The trees in the sky, you know they're quite a show when you're rambling. When you're rambling again. I'll get back home someday, yeah, but now I don't know when. I'm just a rambling. I'm just a rambling again. I'm just a rambling. I'm just a rambling again. I'm coming back to you someday, yeah, but now I don't know when. Thank you. All right. Well, this next song is something I wrote recently, and I was thinking today, what could I play, and something that kind of, I think Chrys would like this, so. Tomorrow morning I'll be gone like the wind. I'll be miles away while you're still asleep. Over the horizon, searching for another day. Down the road, and I'll be missing you. Highway calls, and I'll be there just to ride the open wind, 'cause I need to get away. Beyond the horizon into a brand new day. I'll be missing you, I'll be missing you all along the way. When the highway calls, someday all these towns will know my name. Across the country like the 7 seas. Town to town, show to show, heart to heart, that's where I'll go. When I've had enough, I'll be on my knees, crying, help me please, crying, help me please, when the highway calls. Way once again, just so I can see all my good friends once again. Someday I'll be here to tell a story or two. Highway calls, I'll be here just to ride the open wind, 'cause I need to get away for a while. Beyond the horizon into a brand new day, I'll be missing you, I'll be missing you all along the way. When the highway calls, town to town, show to show, heart to heart, that's where I'll go. When I've had enough, I'll be on my knees, crying, help me please, crying, help me please, when the highway calls. Tomorrow morning I'll be gone like the wind. Thank you so much.
A dream is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And a dream is just a vessel that must follow where it goes, trying to learn from what's behind you and never knowing what's in store makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. And I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wind. These waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Too many times we stand aside and let the water slip away, till what we put off till tomorrow has now become today. So don't you sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. Choose a chance to rap it and dare to dance the tide. Yes, I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. There's bound to be rough waters, and I know I'll take some falls, but with the good Lord as my captain, I can make it through them all. Yes, I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Till the river runs dry. Yes, I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Till the river runs dry. Doesn't matter. This is a little speech that I wrote about Chrys, what he meant to me. This is what it says. What Chrys means to me, he taught me how to do stage lighting. For the shows when I worked together, it was amazing to work with him. We had a great friendship. I sure will miss you, Chrys. The one thing I will never forget is the love for music, and he was an amazing, caring person. Thanks for teaching me and sharing your friendship with me and everyone else. Thanks for the great memories. Rest in peace, Chrys Mitchell. We all love you, and we will miss you very much. We will see you when we get to heaven.
It was a love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart. When the love spilled out, they called it art. He never really had no choice. Oh, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave that river a voice, he never really had no choice. Key change coming up right here. He was thinking that the pain came much too soon when he locked himself up in his room. Oh, it hurt real bad to write that tune, but he never really had no choice. And there were some that could not understand when he built those castles with his hands. And he knew damn well they were only sand, but he never really had no choice. Oh, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Sometimes Sometimes a man, sometimes a boy. He made some music and he made some noise, but he felt his pain and he felt his joy, and he never really had no choice. There was a beautiful fire inside of him as he balanced way out on that limb. Could have burned right through that branch so thin, but he never really had no choice. He had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. The words are, whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. And they all talked about him when he died. They studied and they theorized, but when he was through, they laughed and cried, and he never really had no choice. It was a love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart, and where the love spilled out, they called it art. He never really had no choice. Oh, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Oh, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. He never really had no choice.
We're all very honored to be here tonight. We're Play by Ear, and we're a new band that's recently got together.
6, shadows fall, and I recall Tom Mix. He was tall in the saddle. He knew all them western tricks. Straight shooter, rootin' to Tom Mix. Didn't you love to hear his spurs jingle down that radio street? You could tell it was Tom by the rhythm of his feet. And wasn't he tall in the saddle? One you want it when you're in a fix. Rodeo rider, San Juan fighter, Tom Mix. There was a Tom Mix decoder ring, and you could send away only 12 box tops. I ate Ralston all day. I was tall in the saddle, allowing 6 to 8 weeks. With a little practice, we could beat the Axis, me and Tom Mix. You know all those folks that checkerboard square, you know they love you, Tom, although you ain't here. And weren't you tall in the saddle? Rode off to get your kicks. Who could diss you? Sure do miss you, Tom Mix. I met Wash one day riding into town. He said, woe is me, old Tom is gone. And wasn't he tall in the saddle? And didn't you dig him in them silent flicks? He had that steely gaze, the man from Driftwood, PA, Tom Mix. And that ain't no job. And he tall in the saddle, got me hooked on wheat checks. Cool cat, great hat, Tom Mix. Well, way out west where dogs get roped and tied, I thought I saw Tom waving to me across the Great Divide. I got a lasso from El Paso, gonna practice on a cactus. I'll be a bebop and buckaroo soon as I learn to ride. Splitting from Orange, New Jersey, leave a note to my mom. Adios, Mama Cedar, headed west with Tom. Ride on, Tom Mix. Ride on, Tom Mix. Get on your pony, Tony, and ride on. Don't be gone too long. Every night, 5:45, shadows fall, and I recall Tom Mix. He was tall in the saddle. He knew all them western tricks. He had that steely gaze, the man from Driftwood, PA, Tom Mix. I only blew about a quarter of it. I never thought when I was young I'd ever last this long. So every day is gravy from now on. The rain may fall, the cold winds blow, sky may hail or sleet or snow. It won't bother me at all, you know, 'cause I'm surprised. After all these years, my heart's still ticking. I'm still alive and kicking. Every day is gravy from now on. Every day is gravy from now on. Every day's a good day. Nothing gets me down. I'm delighted to find I'm still around. Well, my hair may be a memory, teeth come from a factory. Some days I'm low on energy, but none of that brings me down. As long as my heart keeps ticking. Let me try that one again. As long as my heart keeps ticking. As long as I'm alive and kicking. And every day is gravy from now on. Every day is gravy from now on. I may have lost a step or two, can't do all the things I used to do, but I'm far from through. A joie de vivre is strong. As long as my heart keeps ticking, as long as I'm alive and kicking, every day is gravy from now on. You know the words by now, come on. Every day is gravy from now on. One more time, I can't hear you. Every day is gravy from now on. All right, thank you. Here's to Chrys.
Thank you.
Sometimes at night I'll go out walking, contemplate the stars. When I think about the distances between them, it's clear how insignificant we are. We're just tiny specks of matter on a backwater world in an isolated galaxy. For all of our accomplishments, all of our dreams, we don't amount to much cosmically. We're just tiny specks of matter in an isolated galaxy. Well, I went to college, picked up a lot of knowledge, read philosophy, theology. But when I think about the place we occupy in space, it seems mighty clear to me We're just tiny specks of matter on a backwater world in an isolated galaxy. We might think we're something hot, I suspect we're not more than flotsam on the cosmic seas. We're just tiny specks of matter, and it really wouldn't matter if we all disappeared suddenly. Tiny specks of matter on a backwater world. Tiny specks of matter on a backwater world. Tiny specks of matter on a backwater world. Flotsam on the cosmic seas. We're just tiny specks of matter, and it really wouldn't matter if we all disappeared suddenly. We're just tiny specks of matter, and it really wouldn't matter if we disappeared entirely.